Good morning, Mr. Braun. Putting together a little video to show you the progress on your wiring. And I think we also have cut out your tank and started to roll it. So I'll check on that here in a minute. But your wiring had been messed with a little bit, maybe some additions put on. But this is an example of how bad your wiring was, where the insulation had cracked and broken off of the wire. It had been covered with black tape. The insulation on the at the connectors has failed, and so the whole boat was filled with this kind of problems. Like I said, there was some additional wiring added. It was nice to see that somebody at least had put stranded wire in. That was good. But anyway, so this is some of your old wiring. We've got more of it over here, a little more of it over here, and it's got some of our new wirings, just cut-offs where we cut off the wire to the proper length before we landed it. In the boat, which right now, because we're not done, it looks a little bit like a tornado hit it, but it didn't. A tornado didn't hit it. We've got all the wiring. You can see all the wiring tied to the stringer. Now that would have originally been tied to the stringer with scraps of upholstery, but whoever had worked on your wiring in the past had put these clamps on, and so we're using the clamps for now. Let us know if you want us to go ahead and make it authentic by putting in scraps of upholstery to hold the wires up. That's what was done originally. So we also, of course, are changing the switches as we go and putting in new switches for maximum reliability. That's your old tank. Also interesting is you've got right here, that's called a self-bailer. And I'll take a look at yours real quick while we're on the video. Those are, the idea is that when you're up on plane, the water has a tendency to go to the back of the boat, and these self-bailers would pick up the water down here in the bilge at this end and evacuate it. There would be a negative pressure built by the boat going through the water, and these are supposed to have a hole in the top for a siphon break. And the reason is that if you don't completely siphon the water out of your boat with this, that when your boat comes to rest, your siphon is already built and it'll siphon water back in the boat. Matter of fact, they're called self-bailers, but a lot of times we call them self-sinkers, because they will actually siphon water back in the boat every bit as effectively as water gets siphoned out. Another thing I'm noticing in the builds, it looks like someone had put a layer of epoxy or polyester resin in the bottom of your boat. And it is, of course, the wood shrinks and swells, and whatever this coating is doesn't shrink and swell, so it's releasing from the inside of your boat. And that needs to be vacuumed out as well as possible, because that'll get in what's called limber holes. You have a passageway next to the keel in each frame. This being a rib down here next to the keel, which is this piece in the center, the structural piece in the center. There is what's called a limber hole. That's for water to pass, and those limber holes will get plugged with this crap. So we will, as a last step, we'll break off as much of this as we can and suck it up into a vacuum. Excuse me. This shows you the condition of your old wiring. There's some bare wire right there. And of course that was laying on the gas tank, so that's But anyway, we got the new wire in here, and we haven't completely gotten the old wire out just yet. But that's the progress on the wiring. And what we can do is go look at progress on the tank. I believe he was rolling your tank yesterday, and we'll go check that out. Up in our metalworking area. Oh, all your parts are stored on a rack and or on the floor adjacent to the boat. And of course, this will all be going back in a day or two. Anyhow, so we'll go back to the metalworking area. Yesterday, Brandon was bumping the end of a tank before he put it in the slip rolls. And so we may have your tank out here in production. Well, I know we got it in production. We may have something for you to actually see besides a flat piece of metal, because that was actually it was the day before yesterday he was bumping that. So we should have a tank nearly completed. We have a tank nearly completed, but it's not yours. Not yours yet. But as soon as we get an order for a tank, we bill for the entire thing, because that tank's not going to fit any other boat but yours. So we bill them as soon as we get the order for them. So this is we roll these in this slip roll right here. We can roll up to 6 foot wide or 6 foot long tank. And then what we do is we have to bump the ends of the slip roller. You have about a 2 to 3 inch section that doesn't get rolled because you have to contact the back roller. You contact the front and the back roller, and there's some distance before you get contact, and that stays flat. So what we do is we put a slight bend in those on our press brake. So let's see, and I think that's between the wiring and the tank, and then of course we like to make the next request for advance when there's a couple of days left that we can continue to work while you move money or whatever's necessary to make the payment. So that way we don't have to stop and put your project on hold before proceeding. So anyhow, that is the story at, oh, wait a minute. Your tank may be ready. Because that looks like one for that size. It looks like the same size as in your boat. But anyway, we'll check on that, and we'll talk to you soon.